Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, what a beautiful day. Today is shorts and t-shirt day. And this is the calm before the storm. The storm's supposed to come in tomorrow night and go through Thursday morning. And we're supposed to get quite a bit out of it. They're saying 1.5 to 3 inches for this area. Some areas are looking for up to 6 inches. And one guy on YouTube was calling it a cyclone going to hit just above San Francisco and then spread down through Southern California. Well, that ought to be interesting. So I've been out here doing whatever I could to get things put away and cleaned up, and I've got it pretty much buckled down. I went out there in the field today and cleaned up another trash can full of trash from the Midnight Mechanics. They like leaving their trash out, and the wild animals are going over there and grabbing a hold of it and shredding it up and letting it blow around the desert. So I'm gonna have to either take a ride over there and have a conversation with them about getting a secure trash can and locking their trash up, or me having to get the city involved, or the police come out and give them a littering ticket. No problem proving it's their stuff. There's a lot of pieces of paper with their names and information like that on there, so that can be done. All right, so I burnt up some of my burnable trash today, and I got my other stuff, this non-burnables, plastics and that stuff, all in one full bag in the trash can. And my neighbor's going to pick that up and put it in with his trash to help me out. And just a wonderful, wonderful day outside. I've got a few things that I've got to do, but today was not a good day because I need a nice clean place on the van to show you how I use a certain tool. And the van, even though it's been rained on, is not really super clean. It's got a lot of fine dust in with the water, and I'll have to clean that up after the next rain comes through. So just kind of a lazy day out here, as it should be when you're retired. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you again to Andy for helping out. And I know I've said it a couple of times. I said thank you, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Thanks, Andy. All right, so let's move on down the line here. Yeah, I'm still smoking in the trash because it all got soaked from the rain the other day, and I put fresh paper on top of it, so there'll be some smoldering for quite a while, but that's okay. I got a nice piece of beef out for tonight's supper, and I will probably really enjoy that. Just probably, not sure, but just probably. I did find a whole onion out in the field when I was picking up trash, and it was starting to sprout on the top. So I put it in my pocket, brought it back, and planted it in the garden house. As onions don't mind the cold, they'll keep on growing right on through it, as long as the ground doesn't freeze solid for a couple of days. But boy, is it such a really nice day out. Now, all of these trails up here have been going on all day long. Now, see, somebody says, well, that's just contrail behind the plane. So what did they do? Just turn his engine on right there? And now he's got a contrail going? The thing is, you see the contrails over there that they're calling contrails, they expand out. And then, like this one, You see this big white one here, they expand out, and then when they get all clumped together, they start making the sky overcast, like those over there. And you can see them over here. These just went through a little while ago, and you can see them all expanding. Interesting stuff, huh? I wonder how poisonous that stuff is to our water system and that. Now, I've had a few questions about drinking rainwater. Well, I did get a notice on my smartphone that scientists have shown that rainwater is not safe to drink anywhere on Earth anymore. All rainwater contains forever chemicals that can't be taken out, but I'm going to give it a try in the future. I'm going to build a 6-stage filtration system. So it goes through a regular filtration system, and then it goes through a fine particle filtration system, and then the final part of it will be where I have some nice clean rocks of certain types, all in a big tote or something, to where the water gets to sit in there and dissolve some of the minerals, the natural minerals, back into the water itself. Because if you filter water too much, you take all the minerals out of it, and then you've basically got water with no nutrition whatsoever, and that's not healthy for you, because all that's going to do is leach the nutrients out of your body when you drink it. So I've been studying that for quite a few years, and I'm concerned about it, so I don't drink it. I just basically use rainwater, which is normally the perfect pH to feed my plants in the garden and my fruit trees. Now, like I said, I got 500 gallons down here now, and I'm going to be transferring that other 250 gallons from up there down to here. So that'll give me 750, and that'll all go for plants. And then I'll fill that one and the others around the corner, and I could use those as backups. So let's take a walk inside of the garden house and look at what's not growing. Everything is in its dormancy, except that pear tree over there. It's hanging in there with lots of leaves on it yet. But here's some of the onions that I planted. This is the one I just found right there. That's the one I just found out in the desert, and it's about the size of a cue ball for a pool table. These are some that I had from leftovers from in the house, and you can see they're growing. The same over there, there's a red onion grown from seed. So you can see the onions are not minding the cooler temperatures at night, and they like the extra water and the rain and that stuff, so may as well make use of it. So otherwise, then there's nothing else in here. Everything's in its dormancy, and except for my rosemary, and there's no small plants growing there, so I don't have Rosemary's Baby. And yeah, I know you heard that one before. All right. So the fruit trees in there are all surviving, and having that screen on that corner and on that roof over there gave me a free watering for all of the plants that are in that corner. That's good. These 3, cherry tree and 2 apple trees, they haven't got the rainwater straight from the top on them. I had to water those by hand. But it was only 3 trees. Didn't take me very long, right? 5 gallons per tree. Let it go. It's so moist out here with the rains coming and going that it should not be a problem. All right. The batteries are at peak, and don't have to worry about that stuff, even though the days are shorter, and the batteries are at full charge and resting by 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't take long with all of the solar I've got to charge everything up, and that's a good thing. All right, everybody, I'm going to call this a print, as a director would say, and I'm going to upload it in a little while. But I think I need a nice bottle of water to rehydrate myself, because I walked all around out there through my property picking up that trash, and the dogs kept me awake last night. They were barking at moon shadows or whatever, but every time I'd get back to sleep, within 20 minutes they were barking again. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget your thumbs up down there. Don't forget to share and subscribe. This is G Bear signing off.